All right, we'll call to order the first meeting for the Economic Development Commission for Lawrenceburg, Indiana. First thing we need to do is elect officials for the commission. We need a president, vice president, secretary. I would nominate Tom Palmer to be president.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we need to open the public hearing.
You want to go through the other officers? Or?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. Now we need a motion for vice president.
Make a motion for Richard.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Then we need a motion for secretary. I'll
Last man standing.
nominate each. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We'll open up the public hearing now for questions and comments for what will be Resolution 1-2019 for the Economic Development Commission for the financing of an economic development project and facility for F&C Development, Inc. This will be in the amount of $15 million for the project that will be taking place on, is it West High Street? East High Street in Lawrenceburg. Matt, do you want to explain any of this for us, for the people gathered? Or Bruce?
Good afternoon. Bruce Donaldson with Barnes & Thornburg in Indianapolis. We've been helping out on the legal side of this. This is implementation of a project agreement that was approved by council back in December relating to the investment of $15 million to assist with the financing of this Flaherty and Collins project on, as you said, over on the river. The Economic Development Commission has a role of conducting a public hearing, which you're opening now, to take any public input, and then basically make a recommendation to the City Council through this resolution. The resolution would recommend a form of ordinance to the Council and a form of financing and loan agreement that would go back to Council. It all is very consistent with the terms that were already in this project agreement. It would also approve a report that I think is in your package that talks a little bit about the project itself. It's a multi-family apartment building and talks a little bit about the jobs that would be created, both direct and indirect, and construction jobs. And then also makes a determination that this will not have an adverse competitive effect on any other facilities that are similar, and you really don't have any other similar facilities like that in this community. So with that, I'm happy to take questions. Or you can move on to public comment.
Well, I did just want to clear up one thing about this, because I know I got some calls about it. This is not in addition to the $15 million that was originally pledged by council. This is it's called a forgivable loan. This is just the purposes
Correct.
We have to follow to get
Yes,
everything passed.
this is
to go
basically an
through.
implementation of that. It's not something new and different.
Correct.
Yep.
So it is still the $15 million that was committed by council. Does
Correct.
anybody have any comments or questions about this from the public? Bob?
Bob Reibel. Hey, I'm excited about it. We've been hearing about it, and when is it going to move forward? Is that a question that's still way out there, or do you have any idea? Or
I can answer that, Bob. Good. I got the same question actually, but right now there's an MOA that's being drawn up between the LCD and the Army Corps of Engineers. And then as soon as the Army Corps approves that, then we can go forward with permitting and things like that. So everything, all the permitting and stuff has to be done yet. But I think that's the next step. And Mike, you guys got Richard looking at that currently, or?
I think the only thing that we are currently looking at is some of the property that we have some relief wells on.
Yeah.
That needs to be turned over to the LCD, so we have complete control of that. Because of the relief wells and us being able to manage those. And I know that that's part of that. Richard actually should be contacting Mike Clark or somebody in regards to that property and
So, you guys don't already own that property
No.
that the relief wells are on?
No, I think we made that a point at that meeting when
Okay,
the Army Corps was down or, was in that webinar,
yeah,
and,
okay. So,
that's part of that, we need to get that.
but you guys also have the MOA, correct? Okay. Okay,
Right.
okay,
But
so,
if you wanna move forward, I guess the communication between, our attorney and getting those things done.
was anybody pushing him?
Well, Paul spoke to him twice today, I've
Oh,
talked to him
okay.
twice.
That's enough for today, then.
And
I mean,
he's
if you talk to him
supposedly tomorrow gonna be contacting, I don't know if he'd be contacting Mike or Bill in order to, move things forward with that. Really all I know about it at this point.
That's the next steps we're waiting on, Bob.
You know what, I did stop the ones I traveled, and I was down there, and so I stopped by, and I'll tell you what, they're nice. Unless you haven't got out to see them, they do a heck of a job, they're beautiful, so. I think a lot of people are excited, I am, so see what happens. Hope I'm still above the ground when it's finished.
Be living there.
Any other public comments? Question, Mel?
That's a good Bruce question. And we actually already had one established. This is the first time we've convened.
Yeah, we just needed a statutory mechanism for implementing this loan, and the Economic Development Commission statute is a good fit because it talks about entering into financing agreements with developers for projects like this. And so the statutory process under that is that they conduct the public hearing, essentially, make a recommendation to council, and then the ordinance goes to council for ultimate disposition. Yes, exactly. Yep. Redevelopment, well, there's a couple of things. Number one, redevelopment doesn't have the same express authority to just make direct loans to the private sector. And, okay, yeah. And then secondly, it's really not redevelopment commission money that's being loaned, it's city money. So it's really not in their jurisdiction. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, Mel. Any other comments or questions, concerns? All right. We'll go ahead and vote to approve Resolution 1-2019 and forward that to council with a favorable opinion. So all in favor, or do I have a motion to approve Resolution 1-2019? Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, now I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You don't have to do a hard stop. AG, Tom, where you at?
We need to sign some stuff. That's a good question. I mean, kind of,
Oh, yeah.
what is the purpose?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't, you guys would probably have focus on.
All the time.
I want to spell it.
You want me to write it? I
Yes,
mean,
yeah, right, just right.
print it?
Print it.
Print it, okay.
Really?
Forward to council.
Now, how often do you think we will
What would you guys prefer?
put your name on that?
What it is to be a councilman. I mean, you're always on.
Make sure it's signed.
You guys would rather own it than easement, right?
Yeah, I can say with that black.
You can run the next meeting, Tom.
Yeah.
Run the next meeting.
You'll run the next meeting.
Call my secretary, put together a good agenda, I'll be all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that what?
I don't know though, can you?
I can come up, I could do something